Oh, what now?
And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, we are joined by the phenomenal AJ Styles, who last night was victorious in his quest against Perfect Protection and Curtis Axel. However, we did see the debut of the new team, War Machine, who seemed to be backing Curtis Axel. They took out a little bit of aggression on AJ last night, so I'm sure he's going to have something to say about that.
Somebody needs to count the 10.
AJ Styles saying he's not in the mood for joking tonight. He's in quite a serious mood. Someone's been taking cheap shots at him for a long time. And tonight he's dead serious, so let's see. Who's he talking about here? I've been hearing a lot of rumors recently, and frankly, I'm getting real tired of being someone's excuse for why things aren't going their way. I am the face that runs the place. Love AJ Styles. He's got to be either talking about Curtis Axel or possibly Randy Orton here tonight. I know AJ's still got some beef with him. He's not wanting to wait any longer. Oh, he is calling out Randy Orton. See, I thought he was going to be calling out Curtis Axel after last night, but AJ Styles has still got his sights locked on Randy Orton. And after what the Viper did at the Royal Rumble, I mean, you can't blame AJ for that. Those two have had some matches, I'll tell you that. And here he comes, Randy Orton, who is still serving a suspension from Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles gave him a personal invitation, and here he is. AJ Styles. Randy Orton is not supposed to be on Raw right now. He has been indefinitely suspended for his actions at the Royal Rumble. And he's been serving that suspension for the past month, but he's in the building here tonight. Compliments of an AJ Styles call-out. You know Randy Orton, he's not one to back down. He's not one to stay in the back and hide, that's for sure. We'll give him credit there. How's he going to respond? Randy Orton doesn't look too impressed.
Not making any friends, but not really concerned about it either.
Looks like Randy Orton has served a suspension. He's been reinstated, which would explain why he's here tonight. I did not know that. So Randy Orton is back on the Raw roster. And it looks like he and AJ have not settled their differences. And this is getting personal, folks. These two, if you haven't seen it by now, go back and check it out. These two have had some, I mean, 6-star Extreme Rules types matches in the last few months. And it just seems to be getting, this just seems to be escalating rather than settling. Randy Orton threatening to send AJ to the doctor. I wonder if we're going to see these two face. Maybe here tonight. So AJ Styles really sounds like he's issuing a challenge to Randy Orton here tonight. Let's see if Randy Orton's going to man up and accept. I don't know if they can be making matches, though. We'll have to see how
pride comes before the fall. We shall see
how the interim, well, the fill-in general manager Triple H tonight, as Chris Jericho had some scheduling conflicts, but Triple H is in charge here tonight. Is he going to make this match or what? Oh my. So Randy Orton actually is the one who technically requested the match here, and AJ sounds like he's accepting.
Bad doesn't even begin to describe the blood between these superstars.
What? Go see a therapist if you want to talk about your issues, but leave it out of the room. What the hell's Randy Orton talk about? AJ's got a confused look on his face. Randy Orton might be hearing them voices in his head again. Oh! AJ with a shot! And AJ is not waiting around. He called out Randy Orton here tonight, and he's getting his wish. He just gut kicked Randy Orton and gave him that little brain buster. And AJ Styles off the top with a cross body. Oh. And another snap suplex there. AJ Styles getting some shots in here on Orton. And what he's doing now. Oh, that's not. Oh, Randy Orton turned his back on AJ. Basically challenged him to hit him with that sledgehammer. And AJ uncharacteristically took advantage and nailed Randy Orton. A very interesting turn of events, to say the least. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the 8-man tag team match. You are not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned. And welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for our 8-man tag team match. And this ought to be very interesting as we see Seth Rollins as the first one out here. We have no idea who's going to be on what team. This is basically it's a very original concept is really all I can say about it here, leading into WrestleMania. Triple H, the acting general manager of tonight's show, has put together this little concept for these 8 men. Basically what it's going to be is every week these 8 men will be participating in matches, a series of matches against each other, wherein whoever is eliminated from the match that week is eliminated from contention. I'm not sure what's on the line, but I mean, anytime you're given an opportunity here on Monday Night Raw, you better roll with it, because you're not going to survive if you don't. So basically what it is, like I said, tonight we have, the first is going to be an 8-man tag team match. We're going to have a 4-on-4 traditional match. And the rules of tonight's match basically are very simple. The man who takes the pinfall or submission is eliminated from this little series of matches here, from this little, I'm going to call it a mini tournament. I really don't know. I don't think we've ever really seen anything like this before, but getting ready for the entrance of the artist, Shinsuke Nakamura. This guy came so close last night to winning that Intercontinental Championship in the Elimination Chamber. He's the newest Raw superstar, really. He's only been over here for a few weeks, but he has already made quite the impact. Again, he came within an eyelash of becoming our Intercontinental Champion. He almost got the pinfall over Aleister Black last night, but 'twas not to be. Maybe he'll get another shot down the road. Maybe if he wins this whole little mini-series tournament, or whatever the hell you want to call it, maybe he'll get his shot at the Intercontinental Championship then. Maybe he'll get a shot at the Universal Championship. Again, we don't know what's on the line here, but it's just, for now, Triple H made the announcement earlier tonight. This is going to be a very interesting concept to follow over the course of the next few weeks. Again, it's 8 men are involved in this, and it's a series of matches every week wherein whoever gets eliminated from that match, whoever takes the pinfall or submission, is out. And eventually we're going to whittle our way down to 2 competitors who, again, nothing has been listed as being on the line. There's no trophy, there's no belts on the line. It's basically right now at this point it's just for pride, or to stake your claim here on Raw. Maybe moving up in the rankings. Like I said, you never know what's going to come down the road. But winning a series like this, it's unprecedented. I don't remember anything like this ever really being done before. So really, whoever picks up the victory here, whoever wins this whole thing, I have to believe that's going to skyrocket their stock. That's for sure. Throw them in the Universal Championship picture, in my opinion. Here comes the Scottish Killer here. Drew McIntyre, he's been struggling to really break ground here on Raw. He was around the Intercontinental title picture there for a while, but he couldn't get over the top. He had too many barricades in his way, too many setbacks, and I think this is a fresh start for him. This could be great. I mean, he's wanting to put his talents on display, and again, if you get past guys like Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and Nakamura and Ambrose, I mean, you get past guys like that, you're on the map, you know? Wrestling fans are going to be talking about you. Wrestling GMs are going to be talking about you, too. That's the thing. But make no mistake, this guy is a star. It seems like he's been the future forever. His time is now. His time has come. It's time for Drew McIntyre to put up. Tonight's a good chance to get started. As we get ready to welcome the next competitor. And again, we don't know who. This is all random. Tonight's the first match in this series of matches, and it's just a basic 4-on-4 tag team match. And whoever eats the pinfall or submission tonight will be eliminated from this tournament. As we get ready to welcome the New Day out here. Now, this is an interesting concept in itself. Triple H has stated that one of the competitors, and follow me here, one of the out of the 8 competitors in this little mini-series will be the New Day. Now, Triple H didn't say, we see Big E coming out here tonight, but Triple H did not say that Big E is going to be the competitor. He didn't say that Kofi is going to be the member representing New Day. He didn't say that Xavier Woods would be representing New Day. He just said New Day is one of the 8 members. So, basically, we're all taking that to mean that Freebird rule is in effect here, which really could benefit New Day, and I wouldn't be surprised to see one of those guys walk away as the last man standing. Again, you figure if Big E can just outlast here tonight, he doesn't have to win. All he has to do is not lose. And you figure next week you bring a fresh man in, Kofi Kingston. The week after that, bring in Xavier. You know, whatever it might be, I really think the New Day is going to have an advantage in that aspect, but it might not even matter. You never know. Big E could be the one that takes the pinfall here tonight, and then we don't have to worry about the New Day, I guess. But, again, I give Triple H a lot of credit for this. I mean, Chris Jericho's been doing a hell of a job as general manager here on Raw. But this is a Triple H concept. This is Triple H's idea here tonight as he's, again, he's filling in for Jericho here tonight. Jericho's had some scheduling conflicts come up tonight. Couldn't be with us, but the show must go on. And here comes a dangerous pairing. Very interestingly enough, these two are coming out together. Now again, tonight's match, we don't know who's going to be on whose team. We just know that 8 men are going to be in the ring. Now these guys, they already know. But we as the audience and spectators, we haven't been filled in on that information yet. So, I mean, you could be seeing Sami Zayn against Kevin Owens. You could be seeing Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose.
For sure. But hey, is anything worth doing ever?
It's a very precarious situation here. A lot of things could go right, a lot of things could go wrong. But again, the important thing is, in the end, you know, 2 men are going to be left. And I'm sure, you know, it's all eventually going to come down to one winner. And I see nothing but big things, you know, in the future of whoever walks away from this as the number 1 man. So we see the Lunatic Fringe making his way down the ring. He's always ready for a fight. He doesn't care what the situation is, what the stipulations are. Dean Ambrose just wants to get in that ring and kick some ass. And he really doesn't mind getting his ass kicked either, so give him credit there. He's ready to go. We're going to see who the final, the 8th man is here. I don't know who it's going to be, really. Who do we have left here? Well, let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, please assist me in welcoming back Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam. RVD suffered an injury quite a number of months ago. I believe it was at the hands of the Bludgeon Brothers, so it was legit, you know. But RVD making his return here tonight in Mobile, Alabama, just in time for WrestleMania season. How about that? Now this could be a huge spark for his career rejuvenation. But I'm excited about this. Let's get into this here, guys. Let's see what happens here. And here we go. It looks like we're going to have Seth Rollins starting things off against Kevin Owens. Let's take a look at the teams here real quick. Seth Rollins looks like he's paired up with Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Big E. And then on the other side of the ring, you got some formidable competition. Kevin Owens, Rob Van Dam, Sami Zayn, and Dean Ambrose. That's a little interesting. We'll have to see how Dean Ambrose can get along with the Canuck connection over there. Not only that, but what if Dean Ambrose gets in the ring with Seth Rollins?
As action continues, let's discuss Kevin Owens briefly.
Luckily for them, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn ended up on the same team here tonight.
Owens is capable of doing just about anything here tonight.
Sets him up for a package pile driver. Oh, but he turns around and flips him out.
Even if it means putting his own body in harm's way.
And again, the rules are simple here. It's an 8-man tag team match.
And he knows it.
2 teams of 4. And there's only going to be 1 pinfall or submission. And whoever takes that fall is eliminated from this. So next week, we will have some type of match where it's going to be involving the 7 remaining competitors. Whether it's a ladder match or table or cage match, whatever it might be, I don't know. Might be a 3-on-3 or a 3-on-4. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm sure Triple H and Y2J are going to get together and discuss that and hammer out the details of this, but I'm excited to see where this goes, really, as we see Sami Zayn working over Seth Rollins here a little bit. Kevin Owens was able to get the advantage on Rollins early. Zayn's got him on the ropes, literally. Oh, hung him up. And Dean Ambrose is not impressed with this. And the Boston Crab is locked in on Seth, but I believe it's way too early for him to be thinking about giving it up. He flips flips out Zayn and goes for the tag to Nakamura. And these two, interestingly enough, these two have not developed a love for each other over the last few weeks. Sami Zayn and Nakamura have been having their fair share of issues, but
here's Nakamura with some offense of his own.
I'm kind of hoping. I don't want to have any bias, but I don't want to see either one of these two eliminated here tonight. I think the more matches that these 2 guys can be put together in, you know, I think that's going to fuel that fire. I really see the beginning of a nice little rivalry here between these 2. Hopefully. Nakamura hits the knee, but Zayn desperately tags out to Dean Ambrose. Oh, and the Lunatic Fringe comes in with some authority. Ooh. Big forearm clothesline, followed up by another forearm. Nakamura looks like he just hit by a truck. Ambrose continues the pounding there. Now here's where it gets real interesting, because Nakamura looks like he's in shape to make a tag here. What if he tags Seth Rollins? Oh, nice shot. I'm sure Seth and Dean, I mean, they're both competitors at heart. They're friends, obviously, but they're competitors. And even when nothing's on the line, a win is a win, you know? If you do anything, you better do it to win. I don't care if you're playing checkers or baseball or golf or Monopoly, whatever you're doing. If you're not playing to win, then you're wasting time. Boom!
What a clothesline! There it is.
Big rebound lariat off the ropes there from Dean Ambrose. Hits Nakamura. And again, Nakamura fairly new over here on Raw. He may not have these guys scouted as well as they might know each other. And there's the Dirty Deeds. Nakamura could be in trouble here. 1, 2, and oh, he kicked out.
Nice kick out.
How in God's name did Nakamura kick out of that Dirty Deeds? No one was there to save him. Again, keep in mind, these are not... These guys are not normally tag teams, you know. Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins, they're not used to getting in there and saving Nakamura. I'm sure Seth Rollins, he didn't even think about it. He saw Dean Ambrose going for the cover, and maybe it took him a minute there to realize, hey, we're on the opposite sides here. Beautiful German suplex by Nakamura. I think he's got to get out and make a tag. Oh, maybe not. Kinshasa. Dean might be out here, and that could be it for Dean Ambrose's hopes. We got 1, 2, and Dean Ambrose kicks out. And again, I don't know if you noticed or not, but it didn't seem like anybody was coming in and rushing to his aid. Nakamura tags out to McIntyre. And again, one tough competitor here. This guy seems like everything he does, it just has a 10 out of 10 impact behind it. But Ambrose able to catch him as he came in there with a barrage of fists to the face. And again, at this point, I think Ambrose needs to look for a tag as well. And he's looking to do just that, but McIntyre reverses. Throws him, gets him in the friendly confines of his corner there. Oh, McIntyre hammering away on Dean Ambrose. And Seth Rollins, again, this has got to be tough. He's just standing back, and he's got to watch this. That's his brother there, you know. Oh! Hell of a reverse underhook suplex type move there. Like a dragon sleeper reverse suplex. Ambrose slips out and grabs McIntyre. Looks like he wants to get him back over there. Back on his side, but McIntyre's able to cut him off. Oh, a huge headbutt. A huge headbutt. Ambrose never saw that coming. Big headbutt. Ambrose is in a lot of trouble here. And again, keep in mind, the man who takes the pinfall or submission tonight is out. That's it. We don't know what's on the line, if anything, but again, you don't want to be the first guy eliminated in this series. Drew McIntyre is looking to do just that to Ambrose, so this is kind of like the battle of the double arm DDTs here. Oh, what a beautiful counter. Ambrose reverses a powerbomb into an X Factor and tags to Kevin Owens reluctantly. Sami Zayn had no interest in tagging in. I don't blame him. Owens with a nice counter into a single leg crab on Drew. He's in the middle of the ring there, but he doesn't look to be in too much stress.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
Able to kick Owens off and power out of that. We have yet to see Rob Van Dam get back in the ring here. He's been gone for, it seems like forever. I think he sustained that injury back in November. This is March now, and he's just coming back, so that should tell you something about the Bludgeon Brothers and what they can do to you on any given night, really. And you got to imagine, again, I've said it 6-7 times, we don't know what's on the line in this tournament, if anything. But you got to think, if Rob Van Dam were able to win this and outlast everybody and come away as the last man standing, that's got to be a spark for a rejuvenation in his career. Owens looks to make a tag. It looks like he did. He tagged in RVD, and here we go. Rob Van Dam with a single leg high kick there, then another, and one more. And Drew McIntyre is shook. RVD's got McIntyre in a little bit of trouble here.
Drew McIntyre beginning to peter out here.
He's setting him up now for some, looks like rolling thunder. Yes! And that's going to set up, he's going for a cover here. Usually he goes for that 5-star. Oh, Drew McIntyre able to kick out at the last second.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
And again, you got to imagine what that would do to McIntyre's psyche. Just the struggles that he's had here. And
I think we're about to see a high-risk move.
RVD's going up top. You know what that means.
He might have it.
And it's the 5-star frog splash. McIntyre's in a world of danger. 2 and 3. Rob Van Dam pins Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is eliminated from this tournament. Hell of a match there. And a hell of a comeback for Mr. Monday Night, I gotta say. He finally got tagged into this match and he took advantage. See Dean Ambrose. He knows RVD's got control when he's in there. Big rolling thunder there. these 4 get some bragging rights for the week. But again, next week we're going to see the 7 remaining men in another match. And this is this has potential to be a fun little mini-series. Keep an eye on this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stick with us here. My God, after those events, I'm kind of shocked, but stick with us as the main event of the night's coming up next. Lars Sullivan, the Freak, is going to be taking on the big dog. However, the yard is going to be fenced. We got the cage match coming up next. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back for the final time here tonight as we anticipate the arrival of the Freak, Lars Sullivan. Member of the Gentlemen's Club in recent weeks, he and Aiden English and Jack Gallagher have been on a roll against the Shield. They haven't been picking up the victories. They aren't getting the W's, and that's really what they're upset about. But they've really been showing us something. I mean, if you've seen any of the matches from the last few weeks, you'll see the Gentlemen's Club, surprisingly, they're matching up very well against the Shield, which to me is a little bit of a shock. I mean, Aiden English and Jack Gallagher aren't quite the caliber and don't quite have the experience. Lars Sullivan as well. They don't really quite have the experience that Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins have. Not to mention, they're missing the accolades. I mean, Shield's one of the greatest factions WWE's ever seen. The Gentlemen's Club's kind of trying to duplicate that, but they're definitely in their infant stages. I'm not hating the pairing of the 3 members of the Gentlemen's Club, but they do seem to have a long way to go. Again, I mean, they've been in the ring, they've had their opportunities against the Shield, they just can't put the W's together. But a win over Roman Reigns here tonight would definitely get some momentum back in the corner of the Gentlemen's Club. But it's not going to be any easy task. I mean, Roman Reigns, again, make no mistake, this guy is the big dog. I mean, he may not be the Universal Champion, he may not be holding the title right now, but that he firmly believes that is his yard. He believes he is the man, the best on the roster. And tonight he gets a chance to prove it here against a very formidable opponent, in my opinion. I mean, I see a bright future for Lars Sullivan. I mean, he's got the crafty Aiden English and Jack Gallagher in his corner, and kind of leaning on them for some support here and there, and supporting them back as well. And again, I think those 3 together, I think they really can carry each other to new heights here in the WWE. We'll see what kind of future they have tonight. Lars Sullivan has a huge opportunity here. I mean, he takes down Roman Reigns here tonight, and you got to think Gentlemen's Club is right back on the map, right back in contention for those tag team championships.
Very thoughtful. Even before tonight, I don't think I've seen too many superstars more motivated than him.
Which, I mean, I don't know if that's is that really what you want? You really want to step in the ring against Rusev and Matt Morgan? I don't know. But again, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, they're all up for a challenge. And I can't wait to see this match here tonight. Let's get it going. Get in the ring, Roman. Let's go. Now, I believe, I believe this is pinfall and submission,
Here we go,
as well as cage escape.
Well,
Roman Reigns starts out with a big flying clothesline and a series of fists to the face. And make no mistake, it is a cage match, so all things are legal. And Roman's going for the first pin here, but he's obviously only able to get a 1 count.
Nice kick out there.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put this man-beast down. Lars Sullivan is
As we watch Roman Reigns, let's get your take on him.
They call him the Freak for a reason, but
fans expect out of him tonight.
Excuse me.
Saying WrestleMania
Been
makes
fighting
him
cold
smile,
lately.
and I can't blame him. He's run roughshod over
Roman Reigns
people
is the man in there right now. He is the man running things in there right now.
Roman Reigns has been told
Lars Sullivan's in a little bit of trouble early here.
You can't do that. But when it comes to the big dog, you can be sure
Lars
the man
whips
who's
Roman
part
into
of
the
the
ropes.
Samoan
A big
dynasty
boot.
is gonna
A
bring
big
the fight
boot to
with
Roman
everything
Reigns.
he's
That
got.
could slow things down. And I believe that's what Lars Sullivan's going to want. That's going to benefit him here as a slower pace.
Just making his presence felt there.
Lars on the ropes, but he's able to counter and slams Reigns into the cage face first, followed up by a massive spine buster. And you can see the expression on Roman Reigns' face. He felt that one. Lars Sullivan dragging Roman to the ropes now. Whips him off. Toying with the big dog. That is probably not what you want to do.
Roman Reigns will continue to fight no matter
We've seen
what
Roman
the
Reigns
odds, no
in
matter
some
what the
fights
environment.
here on
Everyone
Raw,
knows
but I don't know
what
if
the leader
anybody's
of the
matched
Roman
up with him
Empire is
quite as
capable
well
of
as
inside
Lars
the ring.
Sullivan.
The word fear is not in Roman
Size,
Reigns'
you know,
vocabulary.
pound for pound,
The power,
muscle
the
for
agility,
muscle.
and the determination of the big dog means when he's in a
Aggressiveness
match,
levels
it's only
are
a matter of time
pretty matched.
before he assumes control.
Roman's able
He's too
to
quick
counter
right now.
that. Looks like Lars was going for either power bomb or pile driver, which really could have done some damage, but luckily Roman was able to counter, and he's just going to town on Lars Sullivan here. Excuse me once again. Just looking to rearrange the facial features.
He doesn't appear to be in a
We know
hurry to get
Roman
up here.
Reigns, always
I just don't think he has it in him anymore.
the confident superstar, never short on confidence.
Lars
Oh,
Sullivan
what the hell was that? Looked
out
like
of
a
his
big
element
boot.
here. He doesn't want to
I don't
absorb
know,
much
but
more punishment if he wants to win this match.
Lars Sullivan's
Well,
in
he's
some
certainly
trouble here.
looking a little
Again, I don't know if there's many guys on the roster here that can really
I'm sure there's plenty of
do something like this, and he hits him with a Superman punch.
For him to take the victory here.
Roman Reigns,
Now,
Lars
Roman
Sullivan
Reigns
got
needs
right
to
back up.
capitalize on this
What
opportunity.
the hell? What do you got to do to put this guy down? Roman with a nice T-bone exploder type suplex there. I mean, Roman Reigns just hit that Superman punch on Lars Sullivan, and
turning that around.
Lars got right back up. Not only that, but he's in control. Followed it up with a spine buster.
He just has to
And a
make sure this
big
doesn't get
elbow
too
drop
out of hand
off the
for him.
top. Roman is
Sometimes
hurt.
Momentum has a way of permanently swinging
Even with that
one way.
chest protector on, it
That's what he
seems
wants
like
to
he's
avoid.
feeling these shots.
Well, he had to expect
Lars
to
is
take
going for the
some
escape, but
punishment here,
that's
right? I mean, it'd be crazy for him to
might
think
be
he
a
was
little
gonna walk
early.
away from this
Uh-oh.
match completely unscathed.
What the heck is this? What is Roman Reigns doing? He ran across the ring to the top rope, waiting for Lars to get up. Oh, a huge clothesline
Roman Reigns
folds
is
Lars Sullivan in
absolutely on
half.
fire right now.
And Roman signaling for the end here.
See if he
And a
takes
big spear!
This
Roman
one is
Reigns with a
over.
spear. He's going to try to climb. Or is he?
Look at
And here he
him.
goes. Roman's
Look
trying to
out.
climb out.
He's charging his way up that wall.
Lars Sullivan
Here
is
we
getting
go.
up already.
This could be big.
Lars Sullivan
Makes me
climbs the
nervous
cage.
just
Roman's
watching him
almost
up there.
out. Lars is able to grab him and pull
He's
him
been
down, and this
forced
match
right
will
off the
continue.
cage.
When he went up there,
What an
that was
effort we're
not
seeing
what he
here
had
by
in mind.
both men. Roman with a
No,
backflip.
he reverses it.
And every time Lars Sullivan seems to be gaining a little bit of control here, Roman Reigns is able to counter out of it. And again, that's what makes
This
him the big
superstar
dog.
is so
That's what
happy
makes
with
this
week's
his
power
yard.
rankings. I'm told they've
Till
been
somebody can
framed
prove
and now
otherwise.
hang over the mantle in his house.
And Roman again. Oh, another beautiful counter by the Freak. Lars Sullivan seems to be able to take advantage of this cage a little bit more than Roman Reigns has here tonight. Roman trying to
He's
set a
not
few
getting
things
up.
up there, and every time he goes for that cage spot, Lars is able to counter out.
Able to be contained.
And we're seeing
Moves like that can upset your opponent
some
more than
great
hurt
back
them.
and forth action here
Ain't no stopping him
on the
now.
part of both of them. And Roman slamming Lars's face into that turnbuckle repeatedly.
And Byron, he's still down after that one.
And here we
Yeah,
go
that did
again.
some
Roman
big-time
signaling for
damage,
another
Michael.
Superman punch. That first one was able to connect.
He got him good there.
Boom!
That should do it.
And there's the second one.
Here, Roman Reigns
Oh my
smashes that one.
God! A
That's what he was looking for,
huge
Michael.
spear.
Action progressing. Now
Humongous
he's
spear
scaling
off the
cage
ropes.
wall.
And Roman Reigns. Look at Lars Sullivan. You cannot keep this guy down, but Roman's at the top.
He's looking
And
down
Roman
on the
Reigns
cage
is
from the
able to
top.
escape.
Strategy is
Lars
working.
Sullivan can do
Almost
nothing
over.
but stand there and watch as he loses this match. But my God,
This will go down as one of
he
his
took
hardest
everything
fought
Roman
battles
Reigns
in
had and was still
WWE.
able to get back up and bounce back. They don't call that guy the Freak for nothing. Jeez. I mean, he withstood some punishment in this match. A few Superman punches right on the nose. Look at that. A huge spear, rebound spear off the ropes. I mean, that would have put a normal man. He'd still be down, any normal man. Lars Sullivan is one tough competitor. Don't take anything away from him, but there you have your winner, Roman Reigns, tonight.
And there's your winner here in this singles match.
Unbelievable night here on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to join us for SmackDown. We'll see you next week right here on Raw. Thank you once again. Have a good night.